course, Oak Ridge will also playing with Darryl Miller, Cameron Sexton, Jeff Krupp, and I believe Mark Capers will get a start here tonight as we're about to get things set here from the Oak Ridge High School Gymnasium. Oak Ridge against Ray County, an unusual Saturday night ball game here, but the Wildcats playing Ray County. I believe it's the first time, I don't remember in the last few years for sure, that the Wildcats have ever played Ray County, a team I guess you substituted for Bradley County off of last year's schedule.
That's correct. Bradley County had their schedule full and could not play us this year, and we filled in with Ray County, and certainly they've been great competition for us.
And in the circle for Oak Ridge, we'll go Darryl Miller. For the Golden Eagles, we'll go Randy Jenkins as we're about to get things set here from Oak Ridge. The Wildcats against the Golden Eagles here from Ray County. Up and controlled by Oak Ridge. Capers with the basketball off to Elker Jones. He works the ball to the right side. Inside it goes to Miller. Controls the ball inside, intending his pass, I believe, for Krupp, taken away by Capers. Wildcats save it off to Sexton. Sexton inside Miller. Turns, spins, three-footer up, and good. And Oak Ridge takes the lead. 7:46 to go in the first quarter of play. Down court, once again will come Ray County. With it will come Andy Stoltz. He works the ball inside underneath the basket to number 22, driving. A whistle blows, and a travel is going to be assessed against the Golden Eagles, Jeff Green, and it'll be Oak Ridge with the basketball coming down court. With it will come Elker Jones, gunning from the outside, up and no good. On the rebound will come Ray County. Down court will come Elker Jones, nearly a steal, saved away by Ray County, driving inside the paint for a one-hand shot, up and no good. On the rebound will come a foul against, let's see, either Capers or Jones, as it'll be Steve Eastman who missed the shot. And with 7:23 to go, it'll be Oak Ridge back on defense as Ray County will have the basketball side court. The foul was indeed called against Mark Capers, and with 7:23 to go, Oak Ridge leads 2-0 as Ray County works the ball into Stoltz. Stoltz will drive across the left side of the free throw line, picked up now on a steal by Capers. Down court it goes off to Jones. Jones off to Sexton. Sexton looks for cutting Miller on the baseline, guns up from 3 feet. It's going to be short. Tipped out and saved by Ray County. Down court, the basketball will come Stoltz. He'll drive inside the paint, put up a three-footer up, and good off the glass. And Ray County ties the game at 2. 7 minutes to go in the first quarter of play. Down court, Oak Ridge. Sexton sets up right side. Off it goes. A pass intended for Miller, and it's going to be taken away by a fleet-footed Stoltz who drive in for a shot. Rejected by Oak Ridge, and the Wildcats have the ball down court. And Elker Jones will work the ball back across the timeline. The Wildcats with Capers, Sexton, Miller, Krupp, and Jones in the basketball game. Here's Cameron Sexton. Thought about a shot. Goes instead to Capers on the left side. He'll take one-step gun from about 8 feet, up and good. Nice shot that time by Mark Capers. And down court will come Ray County. 6:27 to go. With the basketball will come Stoltz. He looks inside. Nobody comes free. Works out to the right side to Jenkins. Jenkins drives the baseline. Shovels the ball, intending his pass for Fitzgerald. And another foul is going to be called against Oak Ridge. I believe it'll go against Jeff Krupp of Oak Ridge. That'll be team foul number 2 called against Oak Ridge. The first called against Krupp. It'll be Ray County with the basketball underneath their own goal. 6:19 to go. 4-2 our score. And to work the ball in for them will be Steve Eastman. Eastman works the ball in the left side. Off it comes into Stoltz. He'll drive in. Has his shot rejected by Miller. Picked up by Ray County's Jenkins. They'll set the play once again the top of the key. The Wildcats appear to be in a man-to-man as they work the ball to the left side. Off to Jenkins. He'll drive. Will put up a 6-footer up and no good. On the rebound, battling for it. It'll come out. Will come Ray County battling for it. It'll go out of bounds. Last touched by Steve Eastman. And with 6 minutes to go in the first quarter play, down court will come Oak Ridge. And Miller will work the ball in for Oak Ridge.
Well, of course, Ray County's back in the zone right now. I think we've got to show some good patience in attacking this zone, try to get good shots.
As Oak Ridge, Cameron Sexton will take a three-pointer up and no good. On the rebound, Jeff Krupp, and he's going to be fouled, I believe, by Ray County as Krupp was pulling down the rebound. It'll go against number 22, I believe, as we're looking down the roster here. That'll be Jeff Green, and it'll be Oak Ridge to work the ball in. Cameron Sexton Jr. will work the ball in for Oak Ridge. Sexton comes up high to Elker Jones on the right side, goes off in the corner, back out to Sexton, back to Jones, thought about shooting, will not do so, finds Krupp free, goes up for a three-footer, and another foul is going to be called against Ray County as Krupp put up the shot, and he'll go to the free throw line for Oak Ridge. Jeff Krupp played a great basketball game down in Dayton, Tennessee. The first time these two teams met, he scored 20-plus points against the Golden Eagles. I don't believe he's scored that many points since that ball game.
To my knowledge, he hasn't, David. But, you know, Jeff does a lot of good things for this team. I think tonight against a smaller Ray County team, he'll have the opportunity to score.
Shot is missed by Jeff Krupp, usually a very good free throw shooter. He's been doing a good job recently pulling down some rebounds. The offense has been taken care of by Miller on the inside as the shot is up and good by Jeff Krupp, and Oak Ridge leads by 3. 5-2 our score. Wildcats put on the press. Down court, working out of trouble will come Stoltz. He'll work the ball against Capers across the timeline. Goes to the free throw line. Now shovels it off on the right side, off to Jenkins. Jenkins alley-oop inside the green, I believe, has his shot rejected from the rear by Darryl Miller, but a foul's going to be called against Darryl with 5:30 to go in the first quarter of play. Oak Ridge leads 5-2. Oak Ridge coached by Steve Shipley, his 3rd year as the Wildcats skipper, assisted by Nelson Glover, his 4th season as the Wildcat assistant coach. To the free throw line will go Ray County. Shot is up and good. It's a 2-point game, 5-3 our score. Back to the free throw line will go Green. Green has his first point of the basketball game. Second toss on its way up and bouncing around, no good. Miller pulls down the rebound for Oak Ridge. Down court, Elker Jones. Off it goes Sexton. Sexton on the right corner, back out to Jones. Jones takes one step, will go in for a 6-footer up, no good. On the rebound, battling for it will come Ray County. Whistle blows and a foul is going to be called, I believe, against Elker Jones of Oak Ridge. And for Elker, that'll be personal foul number 1. And with 5:19 to go, Ray County has the basketball down court. It'll be, let's see, working the ball in for them, I guess Green, as it comes into the right side. Jenkins with it, back to the left, as they yet to get the ball across the timeline. Now Elker Jones will steal it. Inside it goes to Capers for a shot, up and good. I thought that Mark Capers might stuff the ball in, but he thought better of it. Didn't use the glass, but put it in good, and he's got 4 points on the basketball game. Down court, Ray County works the ball in for a shot. They didn't take the shot, and pulling the ball back out will come Stoltz. Now he works the ball inside to Fitzgerald. A whistle blows, and Fitzgerald, working for a position, commits a personal foul, and Oak Ridge will have the basketball coming down court. 4:58 to go, 7-3 our score. The Wildcats on top. And Coach Berkey, your team now 18-0. Talking to Coach Pruitt in the last couple of days, you've got to feel real proud that your team is rated number 1 in the state, and in this week's USA Today poll, the number 21 team.
Well, we're very proud of them, David. Right now, our goal is just to try to continue to improve. We don't want to be satisfied with where we are. We just want to try to keep getting better and achieve those goals at the end of the season. As
the Ray County Golden Eagles have the basketball as Oak Ridge turn the ball over. Sexton now gets a turnover from Ray County and will drive down court. All the way to the top of the right side, gives it off to Jones. Jones inside a Krupp from the free throw line. He'll gun up and no good. On the rebound it goes, battling for it will come Ray County. Now a foul is going to be called against Mark Capers. So Oak Ridge commits their 5th team foul in the first quarter play. And to the free throw line will go Ray County on the 1+1 from here on out. 4:22 to go in the first quarter. The Wildcats lead by 4. 7-3 our score. Last night, Oak Ridge defeated Alcoa 53-52. Of course, Alcoa, a rated team in the AA poll, in the top 10, both in the AP poll and also in the Journal Action ratings. But the Wildcats didn't particularly play that well, but when you can beat a team when you don't play well, that's a good sign.
Oh, there's no question. It was a great win for our boys, and I was very proud of them. I thought they didn't play well, but they fought hard, and that's how they won the ball game. They need to continue to do that.
To the free throw line will go once again number 34, Randy Jenkins. Shot is up. He made them both. It's a 2-point game, 7-5 our score. The Wildcats not shooting well here in the first quarter. Over goes Sexton. He'll gun from the right side up. No good. Battling for the rebound will come Charles Jones in the basketball game. Now he'll take one from about 16 feet. No good. On the rebound will come Ray County. Down court will come Stoltz. Stoltz will drive all the way down court. Now will shoot from the right side of the free throw line. No good. Sexton on the rebound for Oak Ridge. Down court will come Cameron. Off it goes Elker Jones. Elker will gun from the free throw line up. It's short. On the rebound, gets his own rebound. Wants to go back up with it. Has it stripped out of his hands. Now battling for it on the floor. It'll be picked up and it'll be a travel, I guess, called against Ray County, as there were 3 Ray County Golden Eagles battling with each other for the ball, and they turned the ball over.
I've seen a lot of football tackles that didn't have that many people on the ground. They were really down there going after it, but the ball was never held, so I thought the officials did a good job.
It'll be Charles Jones to work the ball in for Oak Ridge. The Wildcats with Darryl Miller. Mike Caldwell checks into the game. Elker Jones, Charles Jones, and Cameron Sexton. As the referee set, Charles will work the ball in for Oak Ridge. Long pass comes in to Sexton, top of the circle. He looks inside. Nobody comes free. Comes out to Jones inside to Miller. Takes one step, guns it up from 4 feet. In and out, no good. On the rebound will come the Golden Eagles. That time, Oak Ridge, I believe, got the shot they wanted. The ball just wouldn't drop through. Down court will come Ray County. With it will come Jenkins, right corner. Looks inside, long pass, nearly intercepted, and is by Mike Caldwell. Down court, Elker Jones. Jones and the Wildcats running down court. Jones from the free throw line puts it up. It's going to be short. On the rebound will come Ray County, now taken away by Caldwell. Caldwell in trouble, has lost control of the basketball, now picks it up and sets the play off to Charles Jones. He'll gun from the left corner. The Wildcats very aggressive. Here's an offensive rebound, pitched up, and no good. And now a foul's going to be called. This one will go, let's see. Could have gone against anybody. The Wildcats not being very patient here with their shot selection in the first quarter of play.
That's the key. I think the boys are playing a zone much like the Ray County girls did. They're sagging in the paint. They're making it very crowded around the bucket, and we just have to pass that ball a little more and be a little more patient and get a better shot.
Oak Ridge has the basketball. They'll work the ball in once again. Elker Jones for Oak Ridge. 3:12 to go. Oak Ridge by 2. 7-5 our score, as Oak Ridge has not shot the ball well in the first quarter of play. Jones finds Sexton free in the left corner. He's an excellent outside shooter. He puts it on his way. Good for 3 points. And Cameron Sexton has his first 3 of the game, and the Wildcats' lead is now 5. Down court will come Ray County. Once again, Jenkins works the ball back out to Stultz. He'll work it across the timeline. Cut there by Sexton. A nice position by Sexton. The Wildcats will get the turnover, I believe. Now they're battling for it out of bounds. Last touch by Ray County. And the fans from Dayton, Tennessee don't really like the call. Down at Ray County, I remember the tempers were beginning to flare at the latter part of that basketball game. This time we're back in a little bit more unhostile territory here at Oak Ridge. As here's Charles Jones getting up a 14-footer, no good. On the rebound will come Elker back up from 3 feet, no good. On the rebound will come Oak Ridge's Caldwell. He missed it. On the rebound, Miller back up from 3, good, and he's fouled. So that time Oak Ridge got about 4 opportunities, and finally Darryl Miller was able to get the basket to go in, and he'll go to the line for 1 shot.
Well, if you're having trouble getting your shots to fall, one thing's for sure, you better go to the offensive boards. And I guess our guys got, 3 or 4 straight offensive rebounds. Darryl finally put one down. That's what they've got to do until their shooting touch comes back just a little bit.
2:39 to go. Darryl Miller to the free throw line for 1 shot. This is David Cleary. Coach Len Berkey, the assistant coach of the Oak Ridge High School Lady Wildcats, helping out. Matt Freeman and Brian Story. Honey Mobley doing the camera work for Tennessee Cablevision Channel 7 as Miller goes to the line for 1 shot. Shot is up and good. Down court will come Ray County. 13-5 Oak Ridge on top. Down court will come Ray County against the Wildcat press, and Ray County throws the ball away. So it'll be Oak Ridge with the basketball side midcourt. And that time, Oak Ridge's defensive pressure. Talking about defense, Coach Berkey, the last 13 seconds of last night's ball game against Alcoa. Alcoa was unable to get a shot. A good defensive series that last 13 seconds.
Yeah, it certainly was, David. You know, that's been a big goal, is that we play great defense, and, you know, we're just going to keep working on that.
And Cameron Sexton puts up another 3-point shot, and Cameron did, of course, helped us out in the girls' game. He's got 6 points. And down court, Ray County once again, and Wildcats by 11. The Wildcats have scored 3 straight 3-point plays. 2 3-pointers by Sexton and a 3-point play converted by Darryl Miller. As a shot is up and good for Ray County. Oak Ridge down court to Krupp. He'll shoot it up and good. Jeff Krupp hits from the free throw line, and for him, that'll be, let's see, his 3rd point. Down court will come Ray County once again as the ball is deflected out. Last touch by, let's see, Oak Ridge. So it'll be Ray County coming down court. 1:49 to go. First quarter play. To work the ball in will be Green. He works the ball across the timeline. A new player in the contest will drive against Krupp. Lay it up. No good. On the rebound, Mike Caldwell of Oak Ridge. Down court it goes to Sexton. Sexton works it over to Jones. Jones will drive left side. Works the ball back to the top of the circle. Back it goes. Sexton has a shot. Will not take it. Goes instead to Krupp from 4 feet. Up. No good. The rebound, a foul is going to be called against Mike Caldwell of Oak Ridge. And that'll send Ray County back to the free throw line. 1:33 to go. First quarter play, Oak Ridge on top 18-7. We're glad you've tuned in here on 1290 WATO and on Tennessee Cablevision Channel 7. To the free throw line for Ray County will go number 22, and that'll be Jeff Green. Green in the basketball game has, let's see, a total of 1 point, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. 18-7 Oak Ridge on top here from the Oak Ridge High School Gymnasium. Green will have the 1+1. If he makes the first, he'll have the bonus. Shot is on its way. Good. 18-8. The Wildcats by 10. 1:33 to go. Back to the line will go Green. If you just tuned in earlier tonight, the Oak Ridge High School Lady Wildcats were victorious 94-55. I believe the final score. The Wildcats now 18-0. Whistle blows, and a travel is going to be called against Oak Ridge. So it'll be the Wildcats turning the ball back over to Ray County. 1:31 to go, and Ray County will work the ball in. Throwing the ball in for them will be Green once again. He comes in to, let's see, to number 34, Jenkins. He'll drive in, has the ball stripped out of his hands, lost out of bounds. Last touch by Oak Ridge. So with 1:28 to go, it'll be the Golden Eagles once again to work the ball in. Oak Ridge has Elker Jones, Mike Caldwell, Jeff Krupp, Mark Capers, and Cameron Sexton in the basketball game. Here's a Green for a shot off the glass. No good. On the rebound, Capers of Oak Ridge. Down court, the Wildcats. Capers will stop inside the lane, put up a shot from 4 feet, no good. Tipped out by Miller to Caldwell to Ray County. Now Elker Jones is going to commit a personal foul. That time Green had the basketball and Jones just reached in and committed the personal foul. And for Elker, that'll be personal foul number 2. And to the free throw line will go Randy Jenkins. The Golden Eagles have been to the free throw line quite frequently here in the first half of play. Real not as frequently as I thought. It's only the 4th time. They're 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Jenkins has 2 points, 2 of 2 from the line. Jenkins will have the 1+1 here. Shot is up and in and out. No, now drops in good. And with 1:15 to go, John Spratling comes into the contest. Elker Jones will check out. 18-10 Oak Ridge on top by 8. Second free throw about to be attempted by Randy Jenkins. Jenkins eyes the second toss, puts it on its way up, and bouncing around, good. No good. On the rebound will come Caldwell. Down court it goes to John Spratling. Off it goes to Charles Jones. Jones will drive inside a Krupp. He'll turn, wants to shoot, does from about 5 feet off the glass. No good. On the rebound will come Ray County. Pulling down the basketball was number 41, and that'll be Fitzgerald, I guess, as he works the ball to the left. Off it goes to Green. Inside the pass goes inside, deflected out by Oak Ridge's Mike Caldwell. And with 54 seconds to go, Derek Coffin will come into the contest. The Wildcats lead by 8, and Coach Berkey, I guess you'll agree, not a very well-played first quarter by the Oak Ridge team, but they're still leading by 8.
Well, that's true, David. It's like I said, they're winning largely on their hustle right now. If they'll settle down and get a little bit better balance on their shot, when it starts going down, they can really open this game up.
Oak Ridge gets it across the timeline. Caldwell off to Charles Jones. Jones will be a little bit more patient. He'll call the play, work the ball to the top. Over it goes to Capers. 36 seconds to go. Capers off to Caldwell. Caldwell looks to Spratling to cut free. Comes off to Charles Jones instead. Jones, the senior, works it back to Capers. Capers off to Coffin. Coffin looks for somebody to come underneath. They're going for the final shot here in the first quarter play. Oak Ridge leads 18-10. Jones works the ball back out to Coffin. Coffin back out to Spratling. Spratling in front of there by Green. Works the ball to the right. Looks up high to Charles Jones. Jones gets the call. Goes to the free throw line. Thought about shooting. Goes to Spratling. He'll gun it up from 14 feet. No good. On the rebound, Ray County. With it will come Stoltz. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, and midcourt. Here's the last shot. It's up and no good as the first quarter comes to a close. So our score here from the Oak Ridge High School Gymnasium, the Oak Ridge High School Wildcats on top of Ray County by a score of 18-10. And we'll be back after this 6th quarter. We're back here at the Oak Ridge High School Gymnasium, about to start the second quarter of play. 18-10 our score. This is David Cleary, Coach Lynn Berkey, assistant coach of the Oak Ridge High School Lady Wildcats, also up in the broadcast booth. His team won tonight 94-55, their 18th win of the season. And Coach Berkey, as the second quarter is about to get things set here, I've been talking all season long with members of your team about the possibility of going back to Murfreesboro, Tennessee. That's a long ways away, but you've got a lot of games in front of you, but the possibility very, very, very much there.
Well, David, we certainly have our hopes up, and that's one of our goals is to try to get back there. But right now we're trying to go one game at a time, and we're trying to get ready for Kingston on Tuesday night. As the second quarter is underway, here's a shot up and good by Andy Stoltz. And that's his 6th point, and down court will come Oak Ridge. It's a 6-point game, 18-12 our score. The Wildcats' biggest lead has been 10 points. Down court, Capers works the ball across the timeline, and Trouble works out of trouble. Comes off with his dribble back to Elker Jones. The top of the circle back to Sexton. Sexton will drive in, left extension of the free throw line back to Capers. He drives toward the baseline, wanted to shoot. It's on its way up and no good. On the rebound, Caldwell. Caldwell has it stripped out of his hands, grabs it right back, and a whistle blows, and a foul's going to be called against Ray County's number 20, Andy Stoltz. And with 7:10 to go in the first half of play, that'll be personal foul number 5, evidently, against Ray County. That'll send Oak Ridge to the free throw line on the 1+1. And going to the free throw line will go Caldwell as the head coach of the Ray County Golden Eagles out on the floor. Some debris, I guess, thrown out on the floor as Caldwell will go to the free throw line. Mike Caldwell, a junior player, is yet to score in the basketball game. This is his first season as a Wildcat basketball player. Did not play last year. He's done a pretty good job since he came off the football field from Coach Bill Young. Well, I'll tell you, Mike's hustle and the heart with which he plays has been something that this team has needed badly. I think he's done a fantastic job for him. Shot is missed by Caldwell, and on the rebound, a foul is going to be committed by Mark Capers of Oak Ridge.
Looking at the foul situation, Elker Jones has 2, Jeff Krupp has 1. Mark Capers, who started the basketball game, he hasn't been starting recently. He's already picked up 3 personal fouls, and unfortunately for him, he'll have to come out of the contest. 7:09 to go, a 6-point game, 18-12 our score. And back to the free throw line will go Ray County, as Jeff Green will go to the free throw line. Oak Ridge with Jeff Krupp back into the contest, along with Darryl Miller, Cameron Sexton, Charles Jones, and Elker Jones. 18-12 our score. Here's the shot on its way up and bouncing around, no good. Miller on the rebound for Oak Ridge. The leading scorer for Oak Ridge to this point in the contest has been Cameron Sexton. He's got 6 points, both of which came on 3-point shots. As Krupp works the ball inside of Miller on the baseline, turns, spins, puts up a shot, no good. On the rebound, battling for it, coming down with the basketball will come Eastman for the Ray County Golden Eagles, and they'll set the half-court offense once again. The Wildcats set up on defense as they work the ball up high. Over he goes to Eastman. He'll drive left. Trailing will come Jones, works the ball to the right. Here's a shot from Jenkins up from about 10 feet. No good. On the rebound, lost out of bounds. Last touch by Ray County. And with 6:37 to go, it'll be Oak Ridge with it coming down court. Luckily for Oak Ridge, Ray County not shooting the ball that well either. I guess maybe the Oak Ridge defense has something to say about that.
That's definitely true. I think the Oak Ridge defense right now is excellent. They're in their run and jump, trapping man-to-man, and it's really taken Ray County out of everything they want to do.
And Elker Jones' shot is short. On the rebound, though, will come Charles Jones. The Wildcats played a very tough game last night against Alcoa, and maybe a fatigue might be a factor here, as some of the shots that Oak Ridge has been taking have been falling a little bit short. I don't really believe with this far into the season, as conditioned as these teams are, if fatigue could be a factor, but right now the Wildcat shots are a little bit short as Ray County works for a shot. It's up and good by number 32 for the Ray County team. Looking down at the roster here, that'll be Bubba Beasley in the contest. 6:03 to go, 18-14, and to the free throw line, Beasley will try to convert on the 3-point play. The Wildcats lead by 4, 18-14, as the foul was committed by Charles Jones. That is his first personal foul. Back to the line will go Beasley. He eyes the toss, puts it on his way up, and good. A 3-point play that time for Ray County. Down court will come Oak Ridge. Elker works it back to Charles Jones as the Wildcats break the press. Down court to Sexton. Sexton the free throw line will get up a shot up, and no good. Tip back up by Elker Jones. Third try now pulled down by Ray County. The Wildcats just cannot get the shots to fall, and down court will come Beasley. He works the ball back to the right side. Off it goes to Jenkins. Jenkins, back it goes to Beasley. Beasley back to Jenkins. He's free outside the 3-point line. Shot is no good. Deflected out. Last touch, I believe, by Ray County. So it'll be Oak Ridge with the basketball side midcourt. 5:35 to go. First half of play. 18-15 our score. And we're glad you've tuned in here on 1290 WATO and on Tennessee Cablevision Channel 7. The Wildcats' next game will be Tuesday night here at Oak Ridge against the Kingston Yellow Jackets. Tip-off for the girls' game set at 6:30. The boys' game will follow around 8. If you can't join us here at the gymnasium, tune us in here on 1290 WATO. Charles Jones, a shot from the left corner, up and no good. Rattled around the rim, just wouldn't fall in good. And down court will come Ray County. As Beasley sets the play, top of the key, he looks inside, nobody comes free. Now goes inside to number 34, Jenkins. He makes the move, a whistle blows, and a foul is going to be committed by Oak Ridge. So a 5:04 to go in the first half of play. Oak Ridge is yet to score here in the first almost 3 minutes of the second quarter of play. 18-15 our score. At the end of the first quarter, Oak Ridge led 18-10, and to the free throw line will go Randy Jenkins. Jenkins in the basketball game has 5 points, 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Shot is on its way up and bouncing around, good. It's a 2-point game, 18-16 our score. Second free throw about to be attempted. Oak Ridge stands at 11-6, looking for their 12th win tonight. A non-district game against Ray County. Shot is up and good. It's a 1-point game. Down court, Oak Ridge once again. Charles Jones, Elker Jones, Cameron Sexton, Darryl Miller, and Mike Caldwell, the 5 in for Oak Ridge. As nice anticipation by Bubba Beasley deflects the pass intended for Mike Caldwell out of bounds, and that'll be Oak Ridge calling timeout. So time on the quarter, our score, 4:56 to go in the first half of play. Oak Ridge leads 18-17, and we'll be back after this 60-second timeout.
Hey, if I went 3 minutes without a single point, I'd start the business time.
We're back here at the Oak Ridge High School Gymnasium, 18-17, Oak Ridge on top. The Wildcats have the basketball. Darryl Miller will work the ball in. And it comes to Charles Jones. He'll set the play top of the key. Bounce pass right side, a pass intended for Elker Jones, and the whistle blows. And Oak Ridge will have the basketball side court, as it'll be Miller to work the ball in. Evidently went off his foot or something, and it'll be Oak Ridge working the ball in to Jones. Charles at the point, works the ball top of the circle, looks to the right, comes off left with his pass off to Cameron Sexton. Sexton back out to Jones. Jones drives inside the circle, unable to shoot, gets it off to Elker. Elker back out to Charles Jones. Jones will drive on the left side, shovels his pass off to Sexton. Pass intended for Mike Caldwell, kicked out of bounds by Ray County's Jeff Green. And with 4:35 to go, John Spratling will check into the contest for Charles Jones. Once again, Oak Ridge will work the ball in. John Spratling Jr. will work the ball in for Oak Ridge. Comes into Darryl Miller. Back out it goes to Elker Jones. Elker has yet to score in the basketball game. That's another key for Oak Ridge as Spratling works the ball to the top of the key. Outside it goes off to Sexton. Free for a three-pointer. Up and good. His third three-point shot of the basketball game. He's got 9 points in the basketball game. 21-17. Oak Ridge back by 4. 4:16 to go, and a tripping foul will be whistled against Elker Jones. And with 4:15 to go, really, at this point, if without the three-point shooting of Cameron Sexton, Oak Ridge would be in a lot of trouble.
No question about it. That was a very big shot right there from Cameron. We'd been almost 4 minutes without a single point, and Cameron gets a three-pointer. So that's a big help to us. You know, we're developing some foul trouble right here between Elker and Mark getting in foul trouble. I think that's something they're going to have to really watch out for.
Elker commits personal foul number 3 as Mark Capers, like Coach Berkey said, will come back into the contest. He also playing with 3 personal fouls as Oak Ridge will have Elker on the bench. Oak Ridge coached by Steve Shipley, assisted by Nelson Glover. The Wildcats lead by 3, 21-18. The first shot was good. Second one is up and also good by Bubba Beasley. And down court, Oak Ridge will come as a substitution made once again as Andy Stoltz will come into the contest for Ray County. Checking out will come Beasley. He did a good job while he was in the ball game for Ray County. As Sexton will drive, wanted to drive all the way to the baseline, unable to do so. Comes back out to Spratling, back out to Sexton. He'll take another three-pointer, up and good. And it's 4 three-point shots for Cameron Sexton. And maybe we should get Cameron up here before every ball game because he's got 12 points in the basketball game. 24-19, 3:54 to go as Ray County works against the Oak Ridge defense. Here's a shot up and good by Andy Stoltz, and Oak Ridge will have it down court. It's a 3-point Wildcat lead, 24-21. Over he goes Sexton. He's free for a three-pointer. They gave it to him, up and good. That's 5 straight. Cameron Sexton putting on a 3-point show. He's got 15 points, and Wildcats lead now by 6, 27-21. You think that Coach Berkey, they gave him that 3-point shot, and he had enough time. Even I probably could hit that shot.
Well, David, I don't know about that, but I'll tell you what, they better find out what Cameron's number is. This is his best shooting exhibition of the season. If they don't get on him, he's unstoppable right now.
3:23 to go, 27-21. Shot is up and missed by Ray County. They get the rebound. Stoltz will drive the baseline, laid off the glass, no good. On the rebound, a whistle blows, and a foul is going to be called against number 22, Jeff Green, for Ray County, and that'll send Oak Ridge to the free throw line, 1+1. Cameron Sexton with 15 points. He's hit 5 straight 3-point shots. He's 5 of 6 in the basketball game, and that's a new school record, as this is the first year that Oak Ridge or any schools in the state of Tennessee have had the 3-point shot, and Cameron Sexton with 5 in this basketball game. And of course, on your team, you've got 2 players that have done a good job. Jennifer Cook, an excellent 3-point shooter. She's been leading the team all year long.
Well, Jennifer's been a pleasant surprise with her 3-point shooting. I felt all along she had the range, and she's worked very, very hard. On top of that, B.B. Mitchell's had a number of 3-pointers for us, and of course that just opens things up for our posts and just makes everything work for us.
Down court on the missed shot by Mark Capers will come Ray County once again. Oak Ridge by 6, and a whistle blows, and Ray County loses the basketball out of bounds. And with 3 minutes and 6 seconds to go in the first half of play, it'll be Oak Ridge with the basketball coming down court as Darryl Miller will check out. Jeff Krupp back into the contest for Oak Ridge. Lady Wildcats, Tina Stanley will be joining us here at halftime. We look forward to talking with her, and we hope you enjoy listening to John Spratling, a member of the boys team, at halftime of the girls game. We like to try to get a player of each team on each broadcast. As Oak Ridge misses a shot, down court will come Ray County, And with the basketball will come Andy Stoltz. Stoltz works it against John Spratling off to the right side. Stops, gives it off to the right side. Looks the ball inside to Beasley, or instead that's Green. Here's a three-point shot on its way by Ray County, up and no good. Derek Coffin on the rebound for Oak Ridge. Down court, John Spratling. 2:31 to go. 27-21 our score. Here's Capers driving as he made his move. A charge is going to be called against Mark Capers, and that is correct, Coach Berkey. His fourth personal foul, and unfortunately for Mark Capers, he'll have to come out. Elker Jones also in foul trouble with 3 personal fouls as Mike Caldwell checks in, and Mark Capers will have to come out of the contest. That's going to be very important, I'm sure, in the second half of play.
There's no doubt about it. With Mark Capers with 4 and Elker with 3, that's 2 players Coach Shipley doesn't want on the bench. So hopefully we can play through it in the second half.
Ray County with the basketball. Stoltz with it on the right side. Back to Jenkins. Now back to Stoltz. He'll drive on the left corner. Unable to shoot. Cut off there by Oak Ridge's defense. He works the ball back out to Eastman. Eastman drives to the right. Gives it into number 44. Shot is up and good. That's Jason Fitzgerald scoring for Ray County. It's a 4-point game once again. 27-23 our score. Cameron Sexton over to Coffin. Back out it goes to John Spratling. He has his ball stripped out of his hands, and a foul is going to be whistled against Ray County as Mike Montgomery prepares to come into the lineup for Oak Ridge. The Wildcats lead by 4, 27-23. This is David Cleary along with assistant head coach of the Lady Wildcats of Oak Ridge, Coach Lynn Berkey. Matt Friedman doing our stats. Brian Story also helping out along with Honey Mobley. We're glad you've tuned in here on 1290 WATO and on Tennessee Cablevision Channel 7. Oak Ridge's next game will be against Kingston. That'll be Tuesday here at Oak Ridge. Tip-off for the girls' game set at 6:30. The boys at 8. Earlier tonight, the Oak Ridge High School Lady Wildcats won their 18th straight game, 94-55. The Wildcats on a roll, the number 1 team in the state of Tennessee, as John Spratling hits the first free throw. Second one about to be attempted by the junior. He eyes the second toss. His team leads by 5. 28-23 our score. Shot is up and no good. Whistle blows and a foul is going to be called against Derek Coffin. And Coach Berkey, in the state rankings this past week, of course, you all took over the number 1 spot from Franklin County. I've got 2 questions for you, really not questions. Kind of surprising, all the years that Coach Pruden and yourself have been coaching here, all the fine Oak Ridge teams that Oak Ridge has had, it's really surprising that they've never been rated number 1. And what about that Franklin County team? I know you played them in preseason. Are they going to be tough? And is that probably the team that you look forward to if you make it to the state tournament?
Well, I'll tell you what, there are a lot of great teams in the state right now, and we have to watch out for a whole bunch of them. Franklin County does have an excellent team. They're coached by Coach Jack Harlow, who's a personal friend of mine. He does a fantastic job down there, and they're a very balanced, very good team. So, yes, definitely, if we get to play them, it'll be a big challenge.
Mike Montgomery gets an offensive rebound and scores 2 points for Oak Ridge, and it's a 5-point game, 30-25, as Fitzgerald drives in for a 4-foot shot, no good. On the rebound, battling for it on the floor, alternating possession going over to Oak Ridge. And with 1:32 to go, Oak Ridge has the basketball, leading by 5, 30-25. And back to the polls. I know that you and Coach Pruden, the polls are good for newspapers, but what matters is the tournaments and who gets the big gold ball at the end of the year.
David said like a true coach right there. That's exactly the way Coach Pruden and I feel. And, we just want to keep the kids working hard and continue to improve and get better, and then we'll see what happens at the end.
Cameron Sexton goes for a 3-point shot. This one's no good. On the rebound will come Ray County. Down court with it will come number 32. That'll be Beasley. A shot is up and missed. On the rebound, Derek Coffin of Oak Ridge. Down court to John Spratling. 1 minute to go. Down court, Spratling gives it off to Krupp. Beautiful pass. Krupp will gun from the corner. Good. That's the shot that Jeff Krupp has done so well, particularly that game against Ray County. And for Jeff Krupp, that's his 5th point. Oak Ridge leads 32-25. 46 seconds to go. The Ray County Golden Eagles slowing things down a little bit as Eastman works the ball to the right wing. Off it goes to Beasley. Back it goes Eastman. They work the ball inside. The shot is up and good by number 41. That'll be Mark Holland. And down court will come Oak Ridge once again. 28 seconds to go. Krupp with the basketball across the way to Montgomery. Montgomery looks to Spratling. He'll gun from inside the circle. Up and good. Nice shot that time by John Spratling. And he's got a total of 3 points. Coach Shipley told me yesterday that John Spratling has been doing his best week of practice this week, and really that's the reason he's been seeing so much considerable playing time, and he's done a good job the last couple of nights. And the shot is up and no good by Ray County as the a key to the first half, the three-point shooting of Cameron Sexton.
Well, Cameron Sexton is hot, and when he's hot, he's going to hit. I also noticed some of the other players coming around and hitting their outside shots. We spoke earlier this year of when was everything going to come together for the Oak Ridge Wildcats. When was the passing going to be there, the rebounding and the shooting? We may have seen it tonight.
And the referees, what I think the problem was, I think that they wasn't really too sure on who was going to get the ball to come out in the second half of play. And it'll be a technical foul being assessed against Oak Ridge. And to the free throw line, as let me send Brian down there to get some idea of exactly why we're getting the technical foul before the half even starts. Shot is up and good by number 44, Jason Fitzgerald. And he'll go back to the line one more shot. 34-28 our score. And to the free throw line will go Fitzgerald. Shot is up and good. And Ray County will have the basketball as we start the official time of the second half of play. Oak Ridge comes out. Cameron Sexton, Elker Jones, Charles Jones, Jeff Krupp, and Darryl Miller. As we're underway once again as the basketball is worked off to Eastman, back to Stoltz, back to the left side. Over he goes to Eastman. Eastman back to Stoltz. He works to the right, goes off to Jenkins. Jenkins back to Eastman. He'll drive left side, put it there by Sexton. Works the ball to the right. Stoltz has the basketball. Elker Jones on defense. Elker playing with 3 personal fouls. Mark Capers started the basketball game on the bench with 4. Here's a shot from the left corner, up and no good. On the rebound, battling for it, Darryl Miller will pull it down. And the alternating possession will go over to Ray County. So it'll be Oak Ridge's turn next time as Ray County will work the ball in. 7:31 to go. 34-29 our score. Ray County will work the ball in. Here's the pass intended for number 34, taken away by Darryl Miller of Oak Ridge. The Wildcats have the basketball down court. Over he goes Cameron Sexton, wanted to shoot. Will from about 8 feet. Good. Not a three-pointer, but Cameron will take it. He's got 17 points.
Apparently the technical foul, when Coach Steve Shipley wrote up his roster, he put down the wrong number in the book for one of his players. Therefore, that's a technical foul in the books, and Ray County got the shots.
As a missed shot by Ray County comes down to Cameron Sexton. Sexton on the right side, back he goes, and pass intended for Miller, taken away by Ray County. And with 6:56 to go, down court will come the Golden Eagles. 36-29, Oak Ridge by 7. The Wildcats looking for their 3rd straight win, their 12th win of the season. Here's a shot missed by Stoltz, but rebounded back up and good by Jason Fitzgerald. And down court will come Oak Ridge. Elker Jones works it across the timeline off to Sexton. Sexton back out to Jones. Elker Jones has yet to score in the basketball game. And Coach Steve Shipley told us last night that he's playing injured. Now he'll thought about a 3-point shot. Krupp with it, back out to Sexton. He'll take a 3-pointer up and no good. On the rebound will come number 41 for the Ray County team. He'll drive down court to Stoltz. Off it goes to Eastman. He'll drive in for a shot. No good. Darryl Miller, his 3rd rebound of the second half of play. Down court Oak Ridge. 36-31, Oak Ridge by 5. 6:07 to go as Oak Ridge works the ball inside to Miller from 4 feet up and good. Darryl Miller did not get the basketball much in the first half of play. He puts in 2 points, and down court comes Ray County. With it will come Jenkins driving down the right. He'll go inside to number 41, Holland, who goes up for a shot. Good. Holland has a total of 4 points in the basketball game. Down court will come Charles Jones. Jones with it across to Elker Jones. Jones back to the top of the key. 5:40 to go. 38-33 our score, a 5-point game. Miller back to Sexton. Sexton, the leading scorer for Oak Ridge, with 17 points. Here's Elker getting a 3-pointer. It's up and no good. On the rebound will come Bubba Beasley. Down court it goes to Stoltz. Stoltz will drive, bounce pass. Nice play, but they missed the shot. An easy one missed by Randy Jenkins. Down court will come Elker Jones. Jones will drive, goes inside for a shot, which is on his way. No good. Foul called against Ray County. And that'll stop the clock with 5:17 to go. 38-33 our score. Oak Ridge by 5.
As Steve Shipley mentioned last night in the post-game show, Elker Jones is playing with a sore ankle. It does not appear that he is as quick as he usually is in driving the lane.
5:17 to go. Elker to the free throw line. This will be his first attempts from the charity stripe. His team leads by 5, 38-33. Shot is up and no good. Elker Jones last night missed 2 free throws down the stretch. The Wildcats were able to win the game 53-52. Elker back to the free throw line. Shot is up and good. 39-33 down court. Oak Ridge puts on the press. Here comes number 30, Eastman, working the ball, taken away by Cameron Sexton of Oak Ridge. The Wildcats have the basketball to Charles Jones. Jones nearly walked, drives the baseline, puts up a 4-footer, good. Nice shot that time by Charles Jones. That's his first 2, and Oak Ridge once again puts on the press, leading 41-33. Eastman having trouble, nearly threw the ball away, taken away by Ray County. Down court with it will come Randy Jenkins. Jenkins works the ball back out to the top of the key. Off it goes to Stoltz. The Wildcats' next game will be on Tuesday night here at Oak Ridge against Kingston. With the basketball will come Jenkins. Jenkins nearly lost control. Stoltz maintains control of the basketball, works the ball back to the top of the key. The Wildcats on defense leading 41-33. Beasley with the basketball, looks the ball inside to number 41, puts up a shot, no good. On the rebound, Jeff Krupp of Oak Ridge. Down court it goes to Elker Jones. Jones looks for cutting Miller, comes off to Krupp, goes off to Charles Jones. Jones will drive in, goes inside to Miller for a shot, no good. Foul called against number 44, Jason Fitzgerald. The Ray County fans, it was a good call. They don't like the call at all, but it'll be, let's see, Oak Ridge going to the free throw line. 41-33 our score, 4:16 to go. Ray County last night lost to Cumberland County. The final score of the game, 79-60. Ray County stands at 6-7 on the season. A kind of a little amount of games being played. As to the free throw line will go Darryl Miller. The Wildcats have been fairly cold shooting in this basketball game, as Miller has a total of 7 points, 1 of 2 from the line. Elker Jones only has 1 point in the basketball game. Oak Ridge looking for their 12th win, 41-33 our score. Shot is up, in and out, no good. On the rebound will come Ray County. 4:14 to go. The Wildcats not shooting the free throws that well in the basketball game. The Wildcats set up on defense once again. They work the ball inside to Beasley. Beasley wants to shoot over Miller, does. Shot is up, no good. Foul called against Oak Ridge. That'll stop the clock with 4:03 to go in the basketball game. Following this game, we'll be talking to the head coach of the Oak Ridge High School Wildcats, Coach Steve Shipley. As to the free throw line, we'll go Jason Fitzgerald. 41-33 our score, and Fitzgerald goes to the free throw line. He's got a total of 6, 2 of 2 from the line tonight. He'll have 2 shots as he was fouled in the act of shooting. 4 minutes to go. Shot is on his way up and no good. On the rebound as he was fouled in the act of shooting, as Caldwell will come back into the contest. Wildcats will get Darryl Miller out of the contest. 4:03 to go. 41-33 our score. Back to the line will go number 44, Jason Fitzgerald. Eyes the second toss. The Wildcats lead 41-33. Toss is on his way up, bouncing around, good. Down court will come Oak Ridge. Elker across to Sexton. Sexton will drive the right wing. Looks up high to Elker Jones. Jones wanted to shoot, didn't. Goes across court to Charles. Charles will not shoot. Takes 1 step, goes back out to Elker. Here's Sexton. Sexton back to Krupp. Krupp takes 1 step, goes inside Elker Jones. Elker will drive, puts up a 6-footer, in and out, no good. Krupp had the rebound, now pulled down by Holland. Down court will come Ray County. Ray County getting the rebounds, and Oak Ridge battling hard offensive rebounds, but the ball is going to be deflected out off the foot of Ray County. It'll be Ray County with the basketball, side court. 3:36 to go, 41-34 our score.
The last time these two teams met, Oak Ridge shot 47% from the field. That is a very high percentage. It's very good, and Oak Ridge again shooting very well against this Ray County team.
Ray County loses the basketball out of bounds, so it'll be Oak Ridge with it coming down court. Junior Jeff Krupp will work the ball into senior Elker Jones. The Wildcats also have senior Charles Jones, juniors Cameron Sexton, and Mike Caldwell in the contest. Elker works it across the timeline off to Caldwell. Caldwell cross-court pass goes Charles Jones. Back to Krupp in the left corner, back to Charles. Wanted to shoot, was unable to do so. Goes out to Jones, back to Cameron. He'll take a 3-pointer up and good. That's his 6th 3-point shot of the basketball game, and he's got 20 points to lead Oak Ridge in scoring. The Wildcats back to their biggest lead at 10. 44-33. Shot is up and good by number 30, Steve Eastman for Ray County. And down court will come Oak Ridge. Cameron Sexton is 6 of 8, I believe, in 3-point shots. As here's Krupp from the left corner, up and no good. Last night, Brian Story, Coach Steve Shipley said that he didn't think anybody was taking the initiative to come out and take the 15-foot shot, and tonight Cameron Sexton has taken the 3-point shot, and he's hit 6 of them, and he leads the team in scoring with 20.
Well, the last time these two teams met, no 3-point shots were attempted by either team. Well, none were attempted by Oak Ridge. Cameron Sexton, he does shoot very well from the outside. When he has a shot, he'll take it. Ray County seems not to be guarding him very close, and when he has a shot, he can't hit it.
This is David Cleary along with Brian Story, Matt Freeman, Honey Mobley. Earlier tonight, Cameron Sexton, the man with 20 points, helped us out, did our color commentary by Steve Shipley, assisted by Nelson Glover. The Wildcats looking for their 12th win of the 1987-88 basketball season. The Wildcats have 8 regular season games to follow this one, so the Wildcats, if they could go undefeated, would be a 20-win regular season. That's an excellent record. As Sexton almost took a 3-point shot, a whistle blows, and a travel is going to be called against Cameron Sexton. Sexton, the hot shooter here tonight. We talked about it, 6 3-point shots, 2:46 to go, 44-36. And maybe we ought to get a different Wildcat up to do color each ball game as the shot is up, and a block's going to be called against Jeff Krupp as referees coming over to talk things over, and it'll indeed go against Krupp, and for him that'll be personal foul number 2. Oak Ridge has Mark Capers with 4 personal fouls. Darryl Miller has 3. Elker Jones has 3. Krupp has 2. 2:40 to go. 44-36. Oak Ridge on top. Earlier tonight, the Lady Wildcats won their game. The final score was 94-55. Shot is up. The shot is good. Second free throw about to be attempted by the Golden Eagles. One more to go. 44-37 our score. 2:40 to go, third quarter. Shot is up, and the shot is good. Down court will come Oak Ridge. Off it goes to Elker Jones, who works it across the timeline. Over goes Sexton. Sexton works the ball back to Jones. Elker unable to shoot, looks the ball inside to Krupp, goes to Capers. Capers will gun from 6 feet. No good. On the rebound, it will be Ray County coming out with the basketball. Jenkins will drive, lost control of it. Elker picks it up for Oak Ridge. Elker and the Wildcats on a 2-1 break. He'll go in for a layup. It's up and no good. On the rebound, lost out of bounds momentarily. Now picked up by Ray County, and across the timeline will come Stoltz. 2:11 to go. Oak Ridge 44, Ray County 38. The Wildcats' biggest lead has been 10 points. Ray County, I don't believe, has ever led. Here's Stoltz gunning from 4 feet. No good. On the rebound, Jeff Krupp. Down court it goes to Mike Caldwell. Caldwell back out to Jones. Elker drive through, will drive all the way inside to Capers. Capers stops, and he walked with the basketball as he made his move down the baseline. It was too open, I guess, as back into the basketball game will come Bubba Beasley. And with 1:52 to go, let's see, it'll be Ray County coming down court.
Ray County trying to execute the fast break. Oak Ridge is just a little bit too quick for them, as they are for almost every other team around in this area.
And here's the alley-oop on the inside. The shot is on its way up and no good. Ray County cannot buy a bucket here in the last minute or so. Cameron Sexton on the rebound for Oak Ridge. Sexton, the top of the circle. Here's a pass on the left side to Krupp. In the corner, will not be able to shoot. Back out it goes Sexton, back out to Elker Jones. Jones back out to Capers. Capers drives right corner. Over he goes back to Elker. Elker in trouble, foul from the rear by number 30, Steve Eastman for Ray County, as John Spratling will check into the basketball game, as once again Elker Jones wearing an air splint for this basketball game. Elker has only scored 1 point in the basketball game, but he's done a pretty good job working the ball inside, as Krupp will work the ball in for Oak Ridge. He comes into Cameron Sexton. Over he goes to John Spratling. 1:23 to go. 44-38 our score. Capers with the basketball inside. Caldwell drives in, puts up a 2-footer, rolls out, no good. Oak Ridge has had a lot of those shots tonight. They get the ball inside. The shot just will not fall. Down court, Beasley for Ray County. 1 minute to go in the third quarter play as the ball goes inside to Holland for a shot up and good. Fitzgerald was the man who did score. And for him, that's his 9th point. Spratling down off to Sexton. Sexton back out to John Spratling. He looks to the left, lost control of the basketball, saved it off to Sexton, back to John Spratling. 49 seconds to go. Capers wants to go in for a 3-footer off the glass. No good. Battling for the rebound will come Mark Capers. And number 22, the alternating possession, will go to Oak Ridge as Charles Jones comes into the contest for Oak Ridge.
Elker Jones is certainly the heart of this team. He is not at 100%, but Oak Ridge proved that they could win without Elker Jones in an earlier game against Anderson County.
As Oak Ridge works the ball back out to John Spratling. 41 seconds to go. Charles Jones works the ball to the right. Off it goes John. He'll drive to the free throw line. Shovels it back out to Charles. Charles Jones takes 1 step to the right side. Goes back to John Spratling. Goes off to Sexton. Free for another 3-pointer up. This one's no good. On the rebound will come Ray County. 44-40. Oak Ridge trying to hold on to the lead. It's a 4-point Wildcat lead. The Wildcats have led by 10 points in the first half of play, have led by 10 in the second. 14 seconds to go, a 4-point game. Sexton almost a steal, driving with the basketball will come Beasley. 8 seconds to go. Beasley put there by Charles Jones. Nobody cuts free, throws the ball inside now for Eastman. Here's a shot rejected by Caldwell. Foul called against Mike Caldwell. And to the free throw line will go Randy Jenkins. Jenkins in the basketball game has a total of 11 points, all of which, 10 points of his 11 have come from the free throw line. 2 seconds to go, 44-40, and back to the free throw line will go Ray County.
Coach Steve Shipley, sitting on the bench, does not look very happy at all with his team's progress. As that last foul with Mike Caldwell, you could see Coach Shipley's hand just nod down into his hands.
2 seconds to go, 44-40. The first shot is missed. Second toss about to be attempted. Jenkins eyes the second attempt. This one's on its way. Good. It's a 3-point game as the third quarter will close, as Krupp will work the ball into John Spratling. Last shot on its way up. No good. As we go to the fourth and final quarter, Oak Ridge leads Ray County by a score of 44-41. And we'll be back after this 60-second timeout.
Are you going to tell me what's going on?
I just told him.
You know what he said? He said Randy Jenkins was trying to have a free throw line.
Matt Freeman, Honey Mobley back here at Oak Ridge as the fourth and final quarter about to get set. Ray County will have the basketball. 44-41 our score. Leading scorer for Oak Ridge, Cameron Sexton, and the Wildcats led in scoring by Sexton. 6 3-point shots, a school record for the Wildcat Junior.
Well, that's got to be a school record. Of course, this is the first year that the 19-9 mark has been used in high school basketball, and Cameron Sexton, I'm sure, will establish a record.
And his shot is up and no good by Ray County. Charles Jones off to Sexton inside Miller. The feed goes into him. He lays it up good. That's really the first time really been able to get the feed inside to Miller, and Miller picks up his 9th point. Down court, Ray County trailing by 5 once again.
Miller probably the tallest player out there and probably can jump higher than anybody else out there. It's surprising that this is the only time that they've gotten him the ball inside.
And the ball is out of bounds. It'll be Oak Ridge with it, side court, so the Wildcat defense causing another turnover there. It'll be Oak Ridge's Darryl Miller to work the ball in. Then it comes to Elker Jones. The pass a little bit errant, but Elker, a good enough athlete to corral it, and down court, he'll bring the ball across the timeline. Jones, long pass goes off to Miller, the right side, and the right corner goes out to Charles Jones. Back to Elker, takes one step back, it goes Sexton. Sexton really harassed now. Back Charles Jones, he'll gun up a free shot from 12 feet, no good. On the rebound, long pass, long break, will go down for a shot, which is up, and a stuff good by number 34, Randy Jenkins, and Elker Jones raced down the court to try to prevent the shot, but Jenkins slammed it in. He'll go to the free throw line to try to convert on the 3-point play.
Well, maybe, just maybe, if Elker Jones' ankle was at 100%, he may be able to get down underneath and stop that shot from taking.
7 minutes to go, and the shot is on its way. It's short. Ray County momentarily the rebound. Charles Jones pulls it down for Oak Ridge. Down court to Elker. Elker works it across the way. Stops on the right wing, looks for some help. Nobody comes free, comes out to Charles Jones. 46-43, Oak Ridge looking for their 12th win in a tough game against Ray County. Wildcats work the ball inside Miller for a shot up, no good. Foul called against number 22 for Ray County, Jeff Green. And Brian, for the second time down floor, Cameron Sexton worked the ball inside to Darryl Miller, and Miller will go to the free throw line for 2 shots.
Well, we're talking about the guards, but Miller is doing a very good job of getting open underneath.
Martin Seahus and Allison Costner will be joining us here immediately following in the basketball game as Miller missed that one. 46-43 down court will come Ray County. The Wildcats defeated Alcoa last night, the number 8 or 9 team in the state of Tennessee, depending on what poll you're looking at. In the state of Tennessee, the Wildcats won 53-52. As the whistle blows, a double dribble will be called against the Golden Eagles as Oak Ridge will have the basketball coming down court. Oak Ridge has John Spratling back in, along with Charles Jones, Darryl Miller, Cameron Sexton, and Jeff Krupp. 6:23 to go. Charles Jones, long pass goes to Krupp. Krupp will gun from about 4 feet. Good. Nice shot by Jeff Krupp, and he's got a total of 7 points. In that earlier meeting between these two schools, Jeff Krupp had a great basketball game, finished with 22 points, most of which came on the corner shot.
Yes, it did. Also, Last game, Oak Ridge shot 78% from the free throw line. They were 21 of 27.
A big difference here tonight as the Wildcats are 4 of 13 from the free throw line. 48-43 our score. Jeff Krupp over to talk things over with Coach Steve Shipley, as back into the contest will come Derek Coffin. 48-43 our score. 6 minutes to go in the basketball game. To the free throw line for 1+1 will go number 44, Jason Fitzgerald. Shot is up. The shot is short. On the rebound, Miller. Down court it goes Sexton. Sexton of the Wildcats works the ball across the way. It's been a while since he scored. Back it goes Spratling. Spratling on the baseline, too short to work through, so he has to work the ball back out to Charles Jones. He maintains control at midcourt. Works it back out to Cameron Sexton. Back out to Spratling, back to Sexton. He's free. Will take the shot from outside. Good. Not a three-pointer this time, just one step inside. Now it's going to be a three-pointer by Cameron Sexton, and that is his 7th three-point shot in the basketball game. 50-43, Oak Ridge by 7. Down court, inside, a shot is going to be missed by number 44. Goes back up with it, and it's good. And he's fouled by Derek Coffin. And to the free throw line will go Jason Fitzgerald to convert on his own three-point play. And Coach Steve Shipley wants timeout. And so with 5:28 to go, timeout is asked for by Oak Ridge. So time of the quarter, our score, 5:28 to go in the game. Oak Ridge 51, and the Ray County Golden Eagles 43. As the official scorekeeper talking things over with the referee, was it 3 points or is it 2? It'll be one shot upcoming. They've got it listed as a 3-point shot. So Cameron Sexton has 7 3-point shots in the basketball game, and really a great performance by him. He's got 23 points.
That last one he shot, he was supposed to be going.
On the final score, 94. Dana Scott had 16. Tina Stanley had 10. Nikki Caldwell 8. Cheryl Ramsey had 4. Jennifer Cook had 8. A great game for the Wildcats against a pretty good team from Ray County.
Cynthia Dunnigan only had 6 of those points coming in the first half. She came out with a little bit of foul trouble earlier in the first half, and she came in the second half and played her kind of basketball.
Back to the free throw line will go Jason Fitzgerald. His team trails by 6, 51-45, and he'll go to the line for one shot. It's up and good. Down court, Oak Ridge. The Wildcats put John Spratling in. Over it goes to Mark Capers. Capers works out of trouble with his long pass down court to Miller. Darryl Miller works the ball and has the foul deflected and taken away by Ray County. Here's a driving layup, up and good. Good. And Darryl Miller gets another stuff in this basketball game. The first one tonight, he had 2 last night. Oak Ridge leads by 5 once again. 53-48 our score. Here's a shot rejected by Miller out of bounds. The shot was taken by Randy Jenkins as Cameron Sexton, Elker Jones, and Jeff Krupp come in. John Spratling, Charles Jones, and Darryl Miller check out for Oak Ridge. It'll be Ray County calling timeout now. So time on the quarter, our score, 4:54 to go in the basketball game. Oak Ridge 53 and Ray County 48. And we'll be back after this 60-second timeout.
Right. Why don't you tell me what's going on?
You can't fire him. I don't have a job. I mean, Don Allen is gone. How do you know?
David Clary, Brian Story, Matt Friedman, Honey Mobley back here at Oak Ridge. Oak Ridge winning 53-48. Hasn't been pretty, but the Wildcats maintaining a lead, have never trailed in the contest. Ray County just fights very, very hard, and the Wildcats not shooting very well as Cameron Sexton will get up another shot from the outside. This one rims out. No good. Capers on the rebound, lays it up. Good. Mark Capers for Oak Ridge got the offensive.
He's probably the 5th player on Oak Ridge's team to lead the team in scoring. Cameron Sexton, he's hit the 3-point shot. If it weren't for the 3-point shot this year, he probably wouldn't be playing as much, but his outside shooting is so good that Coach Steve Shipley puts him in.
Shot is up and good by Ray County. Sexton with the basketball, now double teamed. Off it goes off to Capers, trapped in, works out of trouble, guns from the top of the circle. Not a good shot selection. It will go no good. And with 4:11 to go, Charles Jones will come in, I believe, for Mark Capers, and that is the case. So now Oak Ridge will be playing with Darryl Miller, Jeff Krupp. This Ray County team's very surprisingly quick as they got that offensive rebound as Krupp was in good position down floor a minute ago, but number 34, Randy Jenkins, just got to the spot a little bit quicker, got the rebound, put in a point, and down court will come Ray County, shoving the ball inside to Holland for a 5-footer up, and good. That's Fitzgerald scoring once again, and Oak Ridge's lead is cut down to 3. Down court, Cameron Sexton, 3:54 to go. Sexton off to Elker Jones. Elker wants to drive, goes in for a 3-footer, no good. On the rebound will come Holland. Down court will come the Ray County team. 55-52 our score, 3:42 to go, and Coach Steve Shipley not at all happy the way his team has been playing the last few minutes, as here's a shot off the glass, no good. On the rebound, Darryl Miller finally, as some contact out on the floor between Miller and number 44 Fitzgerald, as Oak Ridge gets the ball down court. Elker drives in for layup off the glass, good. Nice driving bucket that time by Elker, and that's his first field goal of the basketball game. 3:19 to go in the game. 57-52 Oak Ridge by 5.
Of course, you remember last time these two teams met, there were some tempers flaring down on this court. Darryl Miller on that last rebound was pushed by one of the Ray County Eagles, and
with 3:10 to go, Charles Jones commits a personal foul. 57-52 our score. Oak Ridge leads by 5 as Charles Jones commits personal foul number 2. Into the free throw line will go Holland. Holland in the basketball game. Let's see, he has a total of 4, his first attempts from the free throw line. Oak Ridge won the girls game tonight. The final score 94-55. The Wildcats had 5 players in double figures, as now the referees talking things over with the official scorekeeper. This duo of referees, we haven't seen them very much, and there's been some problems throughout this contest, as now they're talking things over. Referees wanting to get things set as Charles Jones, and let's see, they'll come over to talk things over with the head coach. I guess an official timeout as the teams have been sent back to their huddles. 3:10 to go. 57-52 our score. The second half open with Oak Ridge watching Ray County hit 2 technical fouls, and that's the way the second half. And let's see what will happen here, as both coaches being alerted to the fact of what the situation is. From our broadcast booth, we're unclear as Ray County back out on the floor. Oak Ridge has the play. They'll also come back out. Wildcats with Mike Caldwell, Darryl Miller, Cameron Sexton, Charles Jones, and John Spratling. John Spratling, we talked to him at halftime of the girls' game. This is the most he's played, and he's done a good job the last 3 ball games. Coach Steve Shipley said he's had his best week of practice all season long.
Of course, the injury to Elker Jones gives John Spratling some more playing time and gives him a chance to show the coaches what he can do.
Shot is up and good. And it's a 4-point game once again, 57-53. Back to the line will go Holland, I believe, for 1 shot. The crowd not as big as last night's crowd, but still a fairly good size contingent here at Oak Ridge. Shot is good. Ray County staying close. It's a 3-point game, 1 shot away from a tie. 57-54, 3 minutes to go. Darryl Miller down court. Miller wants to drive, pass the ball off, a whistle blows, and a foul is going to be called on a block. The Ray County fans, which have been on their feet all night long, did not like the call. And you're right, Brian. Last time we were down there, there were a lot of tempers flaring. The fans were on the Oak Ridge team from the start. Now Ray County will call timeouts. With time on the court, our score, 3 minutes to go in the basketball game. Oak Ridge leads 57-54. And we'll be back after this 60-second timeout.
Yes, 5 or 6. Yes, 4 fouls. Yes, 4 fouls.
Thank you.
I didn't leave it in there. I'm going too, though, right? Am I going too? Well, I didn't know who else gets to do it.
What did he just ask you?
He asked me if he's going too.
He lied to me.
Actually, David is we're getting a whole new crew of
3 minutes, 2 seconds to go in the basketball game. 57-54 our score. Oak Ridge on top by 3. To the free throw line, Darryl Miller. Oak Ridge has shot very poorly from the free throw line tonight. The Wildcats only 4 of, I believe, 13 from the free throw line. Darryl Miller to the line for Oak Ridge. Shot is on its way up. He concentrated, he put it up, it's good. Darryl Miller in the basketball game has a total of 12. Second free throw attempt about to be made. Darryl Miller. The shot is up. The shot is good. 59-54 our score, a 5-point game. 3 minutes to go down court. Will come Ray County. Working the ball across the timeline. Still lost control of it, but a foul's now going to be called. I believe it should have gone against, I thought it was going to go against Cameron Sexton, but it'll go against either Elker Jones, and I believe it will be indeed against Elker, and he'll come out of the contest with 5 personal fouls, much to the excitement of the Ray County fans here that have assembled. Elker fouls out, 2:57 to go. A very frustrating game for Elker Jones as John Spratling will check back in. Elker finished the game with only 3 points, 33% from three-point range as the shot is up and good by number 34 for the Golden Eagles. That'll be Randy Jenkins. It's a three-point game once again, 59-56. John Spratling down court, over goes Capers. Capers with the basketball. Nobody comes free. Bounce pass intended for Miller, lost out of bounds. Last touch by Ray County. So with 2:41 to go, once again Oak Ridge will try to set up the offense. 59-56 our score, as it'll be Spratling to work the ball in. And it comes to Capers in the left corner. He'll work out of trouble, drive the wing, and get up a 6-footer. Good. Key bucket that time by Mark Capers, and for him, that's his 8th point. Oak Ridge once again by 5, 61-56. It doesn't look like this Ray County team very good at the three-point shot, but that's a nice two-pointer up and good by Randy Jenkins. Once again, down court, Oak Ridge stands Sexton. Sexton puts a move on and gives it back out to Spratling. Spratling drives it in, intending his pass for Caldwell, lost out of bounds. Last touch by Ray County, and with 2:16 to go, Oak Ridge leads by 3, 61-58. The Wildcats against a very scrappy Ray County team, as Spratling will work the ball into Capers. Capers nearly threw the ball away. He saves it off to Sexton. Sexton works the ball back out to Spratling. Spratling calls the play from the point. Rebound goes back up with it, good, and he's fouled. Key bucket that time, a key offensive rebound by Darryl Miller, and Miller will give Oak Ridge once again a 5-point lead, and he'll go to the free throw line to try to convert on the three-point play, as Mark Holland was the man who committed the personal foul, his third, and he'll come out of the contest as Oak Ridge will have Darryl Miller to the free throw line for one shot. Oak Ridge by 5, 63-58. Miller has 15 points. The leading scorer, Cameron Sexton, with 23 points, 7 three-point shots tonight. 1:58 to go, 63-58. Shot is up and good by Darryl Miller. Oak Ridge by 6. Down court will come Stoltz. Stoltz front of there by Spratling, drives to the corner, unable to shoot from that point, goes out to the right. Here's a shot from the free throw line, I thought, goes, they work inside to Fitzgerald, blocked by Darryl Miller out of bounds. When it appeared that Bubba Beasley had a better shot at the free throw line, they try to work the ball inside to that big guy, and he's been doing a pretty good job as they work the ball back out to Beasley. Beasley will drive, works around to the right side, gives it off to Stoltz. Wanted a three-point shot, unable to do so. Now works the ball inside for a 5-footer, in and out, no good. On the rebound, Charles Jones of Oak Ridge. Jones will work out of trouble, has it across the timeline. 1:31 to go. John Spratling with it for Oak Ridge. 1:28 to go. 64-58 Oak Ridge. Krupp's free, wide open underneath the basket. Long pass goes to him. He'll go in for a shot, up, no good. Up by Miller, no good. On the rebound, lost out of bounds. Saved now by Ray County, as that time Krupp was so wide open he couldn't make the shot. And down court, Beasley is going to be fouled by John Spratling, and that'll stop the clock with 1:11 to go in the basketball game. 1+1 in effect, and to the free throw line will go number 32, Bubba Beasley. 64-58. Oak Ridge leads by 6, and this game has been a struggle since the contest opened.
Well, it has been. Oak Ridge not really playing as well as they could be. Coach Steve Shipley is clearly not happy with the way his team has performed. Ray County has come out and given Oak Ridge a very good game.
To the free throw line, Beasley for 1+1. He missed a shot. Miller skies for the rebound down court, Oak Ridge. With it will come Charles Jones. Jones fouled at midcourt by number 32, Bubba Beasley. Beasley never believes he commits the foul, but for him, that'll be personal foul number 2. And with 1:06 to go, 64-58 our score. Oak Ridge leading as Charles Jones, the senior, will go to the free throw line. Jones in the basketball game has a total of 2 points, his first attempts from the free throw line. Oak Ridge by 6, 64-58. The Wildcats, Charles missed the shot. On the rebound, number 30, Steve Eastman. The Wildcats have shot very poorly from the free throw line as Fitzgerald walks a mile down the lane, and Oak Ridge will have it coming down court. Oak Ridge will call timeout. So time on the court, our score, 1 minute exactly to go in the game. Oak Ridge leads 64-58, and we'll be back after this 60-second timeout.
If we're still here, tell me there, tell me right now. Sempre vai ligar.
Não.
Vai ser barulho.
Allison Cust. David Clary, Brian Story, Matt Friedman back here along with Honey Mobley here on 1290 WATO and on Tennessee Cablevision Channel 7. Cameron Sexton will work the ball in. Alley-ooping pass comes into Miller. Down court it goes to Sexton. Sexton across the timeline, works out of trouble. Bounce pass goes Spratling. Whistle blows. Foul called against Bubba Beasley. And down to the floor comes Cameron Sexton. Sexton will go to the free throw line. If I can remember correctly, last time, Cameron Sexton was really beaten around and really not a very popular fellow down in Ray County, Tennessee. Tonight he's come out, responded with 23 points, 7 shots have come from three-point range. So 21 of his 23 have come from the three-point shot. To the free throw line will go the junior. He's on his way up and good. Cameron now has 24 points, and Oak Ridge leads now by 7 points, 65-58. Oak Ridge coached by Steve Shipley, assisted by Nelson Glover. 54 seconds to go. Good. Cameron limps down the floor, and Cameron will set up on defense. And Beasley will drive all the way through. He's going to be fouled by Oak Ridge before the shot, and Beasley will go to the free throw line. 50 seconds to go. Earlier tonight, Lady Wildcats won 94-55. The Wildcats now 18-0, extending their number 1 ranking. Of course, they're 18-0, the number 1 team in the state, number 21 in the nation. The Wildcats will play Kingston on Tuesday, Campbell County on Friday, and Beach on Saturday. WATO will be bringing the play-by-play of the Jefferson-Robertsville game on Saturday. For you might want to mark that down on your calendars. Oak Ridge girls will be at Nashville to play Beach, and as it looks right now, because of the time distance and the distance involved, we might not be able to get the girls game for broadcast. We'll just have to see. Shot is up and no good. On the rebound will come Ray County, coming up with a shot rejected by Miller, backed up by Ray County, back up and missed. On the rebound, Beasley battling for it, goes out of bounds. Last touch by Beasley, and it'll be Oak Ridge with the basketball coming down court. 42 seconds to go. 66-59. Oak Ridge by 7.
Something that Darryl Miller does very well is block shots. He does it by timing his jump. He times his jump better than any high school player that I've seen in a while.
And down court, Mark Capers had the basketball. Back it goes Sexton. Sexton back out to John Spratling. 33 seconds to go. Spratling works out of trouble. Is going to be now brutally attacked and fouled by Ray County. 29 seconds to go. 66-59, as it'll be 1+1 in effect for the Wildcats. Into the free throw line will go junior John Spratling. Spratling in the basketball game has a total of 3, 1 of 2 from the free throw line as Capers comes out of the contest. Charles Jones, Cameron Sexton, John Spratling, Darryl Miller, and Jeff Krupp, the 5 in for Oak Ridge. 29 seconds to go. 66-59. Elker Jones fouled out of the contest. Shot is bouncing around. No good. Tip back by Miller. Up. No good. Gets his own rebound back up with it. Fouled. Actually tied up by Fitzgerald. Nice play by him. Oak Ridge has the alternating possession, and fortunately for the Wildcats, they retain possession underneath the basket, leading by 7. 26 seconds to go, and John Spratling will work the ball in. Spratling has Miller free. The pass goes to him. He lays it up. It's good, and he's fouled. So Darryl Miller will go to the free throw line to try to convert on the three-point play. The basket is good by Miller, and now he's got a total of 18 points in the game. And gunning for his 19th, Cameron Sexton leads Oak Ridge in scoring. He's got 25 points. 68-59 our score. 25 seconds to go. For one shot, Darryl Miller to the free throw line. 25 seconds to go from the Oak Ridge High School Gymnasium. Oak Ridge will win their 12th game tonight as the shot is missed by Miller. Down court will come Ray County. 21 seconds to go. Here's a three-pointer on its way off the glass. No good. Miller on the rebound, back to Spratling. Off it goes to Krupp. Krupp works the ball down court, fouled by number 20, Andy Stoltz. And that'll stop the clock with 13 seconds to go. So the Lady Wildcats, with their victory, will stand at 18-0. The boys varsity team, with their win tonight, will be at 12-6. The Wildcats have won, I believe, 4 straight ball games. The Wildcats beating Farragut, Central, Alcoa, and now Ray County. 13 seconds to go. Krupp at the free throw line for Oak Ridge. Shot is up and good. Krupp in the basketball game has 8. 2 of 3 from the free throw line. The next game on 1290 WATO will be Oak Ridge against Kingston. That game Tuesday, 6:30 from Oak Ridge. Tip back in by Miller, no good on the missed shot. On the rebound, Ray County, 10 seconds to go. Stoltz down court to Beasley. Beasley drives in for a shot, no good. Tipped out by Miller to Spratling. John Spratling with 4 seconds will take a long three-point shot, no good. As Krupp puts it up, good. The basket should have counted, but it will not. The final score, Oak Ridge won 69-59. As both teams congratulating each other out on the floor. Oak Ridge wins the boys game.